How's it going, guys? My name is Christian Carver. I'm here with Alesis Drums and Matt from Mudvayne. Dude, thank you so much for having us out here. So I heard that right now you just started using the Alesis Drums Prime Module.
Yeah.
How easy has it been to assimilate it into this touring rig?
Yeah, totally. As far as graphic interface, working with the actual module, it's been seamless and a lot easier than previous experiences I've had. So I'm really thankful.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I know that you guys were like getting into this tour super quickly. You know, there wasn't a lot of time to prepare.
All tours are like this.
Exactly.
You're flying by the seat of your pants, and a lot of it comes with just being professional and adapting.
Yeah.
The gear helped me in that regard.
Absolutely. And I see that over here you're setting it up. You have the module back here,
Absolutely.
like all the time for every show.
Yep.
Gotcha. And then tell me a little bit about the pads. Like, what's like your pad configuration?
One of the first things I started doing when I started integrating electronics into the kit were having classic 808 sub-kick type drops. So that was the first thing, was like, I gotta have those.
Right.
So both of those samples are to these pads.
Right.
And I've changed them for songs we're not playing right now, but I've used these two also for like world percussion type sounds as well, these three. But typically, I would have sub-kicks that I can easily get to on the outside of the kit. Behind me, obviously. I use this one predominantly for snare tones.
Yeah, for sure.
I approach it like an alternate snare, so I'll go from playing to like, and it makes a lot of sense playing right-handed. I'll do snares on this. The other sounds, you know, I've been moving stuff around, and it's a work in progress, like you said. I mean, we just got on this tour. I'm super excited about just experimenting. I have other songs when we add more songs back into the set for headlining shows.
That's what's
where
up.
I'm looking at programming some more stuff on these.
Of course. So to talk about specifically like about the sounds that you have programmed on these individual pads.
Yeah.
You guys are using your own user sounds.
I'm using both. Yes.
So are you
using library and user programs?
I see. So how has been the experience of combining the stock samples with your own? Has it been like very seamless and ready to go?
Yeah. It was extremely easy to get my own sample right off a USB stick, right in the back. Pulled it right in. It's super easy to do. Which,
that's what's up.
I mean, the sample libraries are awesome.
Yes.
The BFD ones. So how much I need other sounds, but you never know. So for like an interesting thing for me, I don't know how other drummers do it, but typically if I'm playing off a fill, you're ending on a kick and a crash cymbal, right?
Yes, of
Going
course.
into the next section.
Yes.
Most 808s aren't going to have a cymbal crash on them. So my 808s are programmed with a cymbal crash, because if I'm going down a fill and I would normally be hitting a cymbal, if I hit the 808, I don't have that crash because I only have one hand free. So mine are programmed with actual crash sound. So that's why I have my own sub-kick sound. I have a mix of an 808 kick drop and a crash cymbal on it.
Very nice. It's really cool now that you've been on the road for a few weeks with this.
Yeah.
You know, you guys got up and going so quickly.
Yeah.
Like working with your front of house and then your monitor guys.
Sure.
What has been the experience working from this perspective of a drummer, and then also with your front of house? Because everyone's got like, you know, their own their own setup, you know.
If you guys, I don't know if you can catch any of the back of the unit in there, but you can see that we're using all of the auxes. I've worked with my monitoring engineer for 25, 30 years. He's
been with your camp for that.
Absolutely. So him and I have a past, basically like a formula how we work with gear like this.
Right.
And for him to come in, the unit showed up during rehearsals, and I showed up for rehearsal. I was coming in early, and he'd replicated our whole using the left and right outputs from the main outputs, using the auxes. We panned to get mono outputs. Everything, he was like, he just hooked it right up in a way.
It just works, and you're ready to go.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Honestly, the most impressive thing to me is that generally when I hear of like bands at this caliber, you know, set up all of their gear for these kinds of like tours and festivals, you generally have a lot more time and a lot more to set up.
Prepping.
But you guys just slammed through it. I heard it was a couple days, like 2-3 days.
Yeah. In this world that we live in now, budgets, and I mean transportation and fuel and hotel, everything, running a production like what we do is very costly, and you have to really watch budgets. So we try to trim as much as we can during rehearsals, try to, you know, accommodate, you know, not spending a lot of money.
Matt, thanks so much for having us here, man.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
I appreciate it.
I'll see you guys around.
Hey.
Oh.